down and beat your boy ass, nigga. He better be hard. Fuck wrong with that nigga. Oh, sweet bag, where my real things at? Right here. Where my real things at? Right here. Where my things at? Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, hey, hey, one time, two times, three times, bring my big bag.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
I know fucking well my depth chart ain't shit. Odell Beckham back there can't return. The hell y'all got going on? Hell no. Nigga got Odell back here kick on. They tripping. Hell no. Man, how the fuck all my shit changed?
Kickoff, it'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Boy, you niggas didn't even block that.
Ideal as they already face a second and long. Naeem Hines his first carry. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get it all the way up.
How the fuck did OB end up at that?
On 1st and 10, it's Gallons to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Whatever you going around, stay in your lane. You overrunning, G.
And that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson on the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive.
Hey, you're too big out here to be getting toned down, bro.
The 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Back to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Hines. And he stopped the
God damn! It's not blocking.
Time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, Wilson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Wilson will throw again.
How the fuck that happened, bro? Come on, Jamel Dean, man.
Down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
That weak ass shit.
They move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense.
Right by that nigga.
Throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wilson. He will find his man.
Oh, we ain't reacted to nothing, bro.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Dobbins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They're going forward with Dobbins. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
I hate these fucking animations on this fucking game, bro.
Feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it's
sorry fucking bastard.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wilson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Austin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Austin, 40 yards. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Oh, JoJo.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Oh, JoJo.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, JoJo.
Return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, JoJo.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed a perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Oh, JoJo.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is.
Jojo.
Still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Calvin Austin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Jojo.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Looking deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st down, Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
That's a good read.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. To throw again is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
This nigga got jammed all the way up the field.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up
here, and the idea of it is to get defenders to...
Don't worry about Gallagher. You need to be worried about Zeke.
That was Justin Reed, the safety.
Gallagher was divisional. A divisional round.
Staff look as they try to find positives about this performance by their offenses.
Now you got to lock in. What you gonna do now?
This example, down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up. And the quarterback is
hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up.
One game at a time. That's it.
One where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this
JoJo.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Okay, man.
Sets him up pretty good here.
With the tackle.
30-yard line.
Let's get out of here, man.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for it.
JoJo.
The scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They run with Hines down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. It has been a one-sided affair. Second down, right back to Hines. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Good run.
Minds are thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. To throw is Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
The time has come for Joe Jeezy to come see about Weezy.
Down the middle, and it's now 21.
Oh, JoJo.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, JoJo.
Shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the
Oh, JoJo.